What's up, everybody? Travis here, and it's been a while since we talked. I wanted to record this to give you guys an update on my life and just to talk about how it's the end of summer. Woo, man, I'll say this. If you don't know anything about me, one thing that you need to know is I love summer. I love summer. I love the warmer weather, and I'll tell you why. One reason that I like summer is it's nostalgic. I mean, you remember being a kid and not having to do anything for 2 months, or maybe you had a parent that got you so busy. And I understand a little bit more about that now that I'm older. But, maybe you had a ton of stuff going on all summer long, or maybe you stayed in your pajamas, played video games, and hung out with your friends. But there's some fond memories of summer. Also, another thing that I love about summer is swimming. Swimming is my favorite thing, and I have tried to swim as much as possible. Now, don't judge my tan or my lack thereof, okay? Ya boy is white, Caucasian. I don't think I'm pasty, but you know where I'm going with this. So, yeah. But I have really enjoyed being able to swim as much as possible. And also this summer, I have really, I've been really busy, especially this last month. At work, we were getting ready for our Texas Bible Institute students to come back and be with us in the fall. And so there was a lot of stuff to prepare and get ready for that. But then personally, I've been really trying to challenge myself in a few areas, and we'll go over some of them right now in this conversation with you guys. One thing that I want to talk about is, years ago, I think in 2016, I started my YouTube channel, and I was so excited. I posted one video. It got over 20,000 views. It was me and Aaron eating Indian food. And when that happened, I realized, wow, this YouTube thing, there's something to it. And I'm just grateful over the years I've been able to post videos and learn the algorithm and different things. But as of recently, I've kind of tried to push myself into some other areas just to see if some things would open up there. One of them being fragrance, okay? And you might have seen some videos that I've launched recently titled The Amateur Knows, okay? And that's a new series that I'm going to be doing talking about fragrances because as you guys know, I have gotten really into colognes, okay? And I won't go fully into my story there, but I started my fragrance journey, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I got one really nice bottle of cologne from my local store because my pastor inspired me, okay? He said, man, you need to get some cologne. So I went and got some cologne. I wanted to find my signature fragrance. And, one cologne turned into another one. And then I don't know what it was, but during this COVID season, I ended up watching a top 10 men's cologne video because I had been kind of out of it for a while. And I went down the rabbit trail and I found out that I loved this world and this fragrance community. And then I found friends that were really into it as well. So you might have seen some videos I've posted. I posted one on this fragrance Leighton exclusive. I posted another video on Dior Homme Parfum. And these are some fragrances that I'm really excited to wear in the fall. So I would appreciate it if, you go check out the videos. I think you'll enjoy them. And if you're not in fragrances, cool. I have plenty of other content for you guys on faith, on inspiration, and different things to entertain you or enrich you or empower you, on your leadership journey. Or if you're just journeying through life, I think that everyone has a sphere of influence, and not everybody will say that they're a leader, but we all have people that look up to us and people that we're responsible for. So in that way, we all have a level of leadership, people that we're accountable for. So that being said, what I wanted to talk about in this setting is finding your fire, okay? Finding your fire. Growing up, I did not know what I was good at. And God bless parents. They really try to help lead us into some of these things, because when you're good at something, it gives you confidence. And I remember when I was 15 years old, I ended up picking up a guitar. And I remember when I started playing guitar, I realized that I could be good at something. And it takes some basic ingredients to get good at something. It takes time, practice, you got to get in there. But then you also have to learn, you have to learn the scales. In my case, you have to learn the chords, you have to learn songs. And what you'll find is as you start to get good at one thing, it's a lot of the same ingredients to get good at another thing. And something that I have been reminding myself is, just because you tried something once, that you were really excited about, and maybe you got some good feedback about it. Maybe, in my case, I started a YouTube channel and I started making videos and I started getting some really positive feedback, and so I did the vlogging thing for a while. I bought some nice Canon cameras, and I've broken a lot of them, but we've been having fun. But that being said, I kind of put some of my video content on the shelf. I was like, well, I'm just going to take a break for a little while because I was tired. I had broken a few cameras and I was tired of buying them, so I thought I'd just take a break for a little while. But something that I started to notice after a while is the content, the quality had just gone down. And something that I'm realizing now at this season of my life is you are only as good as your last at-bat. Okay, you're only as good as your last at-bat. Well, what do I mean? Basically, what I mean is if the last thing you made was underwhelming, that's the thing that people are going to know you for or associate you for. It doesn't matter if you've made like 100 cool things in the past, okay? The last thing that you made is what represents you. And that was something that I realized because, I've made some fire content respectfully over the years and stuff, but, during this creative, I'll call it a quality hiatus. Let's call it that, a quality hiatus. I kind of realized that, you got to get the look right. You got to get the look right. And so what I started focusing on, the plus side of this, what I started focusing on is content, and just to be able to make content. Content is different from video editing, okay? Just because you can edit a video doesn't mean you can make something that's interesting, engaging, or touches somebody's heart, or entertains somebody. Entertaining is a skill that you have to develop. Speaking is a skill that you have to develop. And so that being said, I took some emphasis off production, off filming, to focus on content. And that being said, I have some really cool stuff that I'm excited about. I have some new YouTube videos. The Amateur knows I'm doing some fragrance reviews. Obviously, this podcast, I'm going to have some special episodes coming up and some different collabs and stuff. And, it's just going to be really fun to kind of, have people on my platform get on other platforms. I'm just really looking forward to it. I have a writing project that I'll share with you guys a little bit more, but it's really going to challenge me because writing, I never really considered myself good at writing. But in the past couple years, through editing and revising copy and writing copy myself, I've realized that that's actually something that I'm good at. So I'm going to be developing that writing muscle. But when we talk about finding your fire, maybe you've been passionate about something in the past, right? Maybe you've gotten some positive feedback and you put it on the shelf. Maybe you said, I'll come back to it later. Really, I should call this refinding your fire, okay? But that's even a funny statement because you found it once. But all of that to say this, okay? Try it again. Give it another shot. Maybe it'll be different this time. Maybe you've learned things. Maybe you've developed skills throughout your walk of life that has come together to make you a holistically more developed person, you know, and maybe you just need to give it another shot. So that being said, something that I also wanted to talk about when we talk about finding your fire, refining your fire, just getting that thing lit again, you know, I don't know what step you are, but finding your fire, or, you know, you've heard the term fired up, like, man, you get me fired up, yo. You know, we all have people like that in our lives that just get us excited. And this is for free. I'll just give this to you guys. You know, if people drain you and make you feel tired all the time, and just, you know, emotionally, you leave the conversation, you're like, oh my gosh, I just feel like I need to, you know, lay on my couch and watch TV and regenerate myself because I am so drained from this interaction with this individual. And, you know, we need to find those relationships that fill us, that fuel us. And I just want to shout out my buddy Aaron, and many of you know Aaron from the vlogs, but I have just been so encouraged spiritually and practically from Aaron. He called me the other day and he said, hey man, you know, you are a true brother in Christ, and I just want to keep each other accountable spiritually, you know, and keep each other accountable. I mean, what does that mean? Well, it just means, are we going for God? Are we going for our relationship with Jesus, you know? And just to be able to encourage one another and spur each other, like in the Bible, it says, spur each other to good works. There's a verse in Proverbs that I just wanted to read. Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And I'm just so grateful, and I wanted to honor Aaron for his friendship over the years, and even his willingness to go deep, you know, go deep in our friendship, and to just go for Jesus together, to grow personally together. And so I just wanted to give him a real shout out. And that being said, you know, find those people in your life that fire you up, that get you encouraged, because those relationships are valuable. So that being said, a lot going on, but I didn't want to end the summer, to go into fall, without updating you guys on a few things that I think are really exciting. And that being said, you know, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's a great opportunity to. I'm going to be doing some cool stuff there, and just, you know, I'll keep you posted on all the new stuff that's going to be going on, and be praying for me as well as I get into writing more. You know, that's a muscle that I've developed somewhat, editing copy, but when you have a clean slate or a blank canvas, I'm going to be honest, sometimes it's actually harder to work with a blank canvas, you know, as a creative person. So that being said, you know, just be praying for me in these writing endeavors mainly. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just really wanted to get this to you guys before we ramp up into some other things. There's always stuff going on, okay? There's always stuff going on. But just to be able to slow down, to take a minute, and just celebrate everything that's going on. You know, yeah, be proud of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just have fun with it all. All right. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.